Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Is this thing on? Yes, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Round 2 here in the 727 passenger variant. A little bit delayed there. Sorry, I had to run down to Starbucks, get a little hot tea for my throat. Still battling some of the... I don't know what it is, man. My throat's kind of scratchy today. I feel okay for the most part. Energy level's a little bit down, but I had to get some tea, so that's why we're a couple minutes late. Are we going to kablamo at 10K today? Mr. Saturday, it's funny that you ask. I'm sitting here going over the takeoff numbers like 3 different times to make sure we can get out of here, because the SimBrief profile that I downloaded had some errors in it, and I was just making sure we're going to have enough runway. Now, the other question that I have, which is too late now, we're planning on landing at max weight for the runway at 10,000 feet in Sierra Kilo India Papa SKIP Airport. So that should be interesting, but hopefully we'll just use flaps 40 and try not to smash. So you probably got pollonitis. No idea. Oh, pollonitis. Pollonitis. No idea, man. Maybe, possibly. But Cam, good to see you, man. Ken LeMay's here. Team Vodka says, you're at max. I'm a lot over. Yeah, we're at max pretty much. Well, we're max structural, which I'm pretty sure is above the runway condition limit. So I don't know. It'll be fun. It's Avianca. I mean, we've had our woes with Avianca. So it's you know, like I said, what's a more iconic duo than a 727 in the mountains of Colombia? So it should be a fun one. It's kind of like me flying Avianca aircraft. Just seems that we always have some interesting departures and arrivals. I kind of hope we do, because the weather is awfully mid. The sim is awfully mid. It's awfully yellow. I wound the time forward 1 hour. It's 4:48 local time here now in the sim, which is 1 hour ahead of the actual sim. Now, I'll tell you what is not mid is Takeoff Studios, Cartagena Airport. Love all the takeoff stuff, man. Just take a quick little look at this airport. Airport is sweet. If you've been here to SKCG, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Love this little airport. I think all airports today are going to be from Takeoff Studios. Hop into the tower here. Actually, you know what? This is where I should have started the flight. Oh, look at this. Avianca going to Bogota, Medellin, San Andreas. Very cool. So, do love these little airport sceneries from Takeoff Studios. So I figured since we're back in 2020, we might as well use some of the juicy sceneries that we used to have that I do not have in 2024. So, so bummed I see V1 as the CFM 320. Tango Kilo, it's probably me, man. My model matching is all screwed up too. I don't have any model matching for 2020. It's all jacked up. So all my like good stuff is in 2024, which is where it should be. But I'm hoping before long Sim Update 2 will become stable and we'll have this bird in the juice sim of 2024 as well. Nevertheless, passenger variant. Okay, one quick tip. I downloaded the release version today. Still had the Mach overspeed warning bug. I pinned a message in the general section of the Discord that just replaces your sound file. It deletes the Mach overspeed warning completely. So if you do overspeed in flight, you will not get a warning. So just keep that in mind. But it's better than just having the Mach overspeed warning blaring since from power up, because it's pretty much unflyable. I mean, it's just a loud overspeed warning. You can't really ignore it. A couple other remedies I heard. I saw one guy said he bound a switch to put it in the test position and hold it there so it doesn't sound off when it's in the sound swap or whatever. But yeah, it's only a few of us. Tango Kilo, no clacker for you. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I know of at least, I've had probably a dozen DMs of people saying, hey, how'd you fix the clacker? So I know it's not just me. And I don't know what's causing it. Some people have it, some people don't. I'm gonna wager it maybe has something to do if you have the freighter. Tango Kilo, did you have a freighter version? I feel like I've had a bunch of weird things happen that other people haven't had the freighter have happened. I don't know. I don't know, man. Who knows? Carson says there's a fix in the works for it, so there you go. So if you don't, until the fix comes out, there's a temporary solution to make your airplane flyable, and or I shouldn't say flyable. It is flyable, just to get rid of that sound. But other than that, she's been a good bird. This is the newest version, the release version, and we are set up and ready to go. I don't know why I have this is my old corporate jet call sign on there. I guess that was in the default Microsoft menu. But look at this beautiful bird, huh? Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Right here. Look at this. That's the shot, chat. Right there. Come on now. You cannot tell me the 727 is not the juice. Close that service door. I didn't know I opened it. I must have misclicked on it. Yeah, we're just ventilating the cabin. You know, it's hot. There's no ground power, and there's no APU. Everyone's hot. We're waiting for boarding to start. They're waiting for the pilots to show up, so they got all the doors open. So you get a nice little breeze coming through here off the ocean, hopefully. Everything, ventilate all the smoking fumes, because this is back in the day when smoking was a thing. Turk, what's up, man? Good to see you, the man, the myth, the glazer himself. Finally, a Payware airport. Dude, I have Payware airports in 2020. Come on now. You know me. I got Payware airports for 2020. Still rocking the Gringo 100. Let's find out, man. Let's go ahead and get this bird fired up. I'm actually curious myself. Let's see. No, I don't think I am. I'm not. That was in Maddie K. That was in 2024, wasn't it? That was too funny, dude. That was too funny. All right, let's go ahead and get this airplane fired up and get the SIVA fired up, and we're going to get everything going here. Let me turn up the sim sounds a little bit so you get a little bit more juice. Battery switches are on. Now, I haven't done ground power. Should I attempt something new? Why not? Let's go ahead and... Can you connect ground power for me? No. Bueller says no ground power for us. So let's go ahead and just fire up the APU then. We'll do a fire test. I don't know why I can't. Maybe I'm not. Well, I'm at a spot. I'm not sure what that's all about. Oh, wrong direction. Reset once, reset twice. On, starter up. Love it. APU right under the gear well here. Finally a 7.2 with the colors of my airline from my country. What a nice livery. Congrats. Thank you, Juan. Greetings once from your Colombian friend from the capital city of Bogota. Juan, we almost flew out of Bogota today. Almost flew out of Bogota. I was going to do Bogota to Cartagena, but just a hair too short. But we'll be back to Bogota. Have no worries. We'll be back to Bogota soon enough, my friend. All right, sounds like the APU is up and on, ready to go on load here. EGTs are stable. We'll close it. Boom. All right, there we go. We've got some power to the aircraft. I keep thinking I have an extra binding up there. I do apologize for that. Let's go ahead and work through the power here. Let's go ahead and get galley power on. No external power is connected. APU. These are all set. We'll throw these into the rise position. These are all closed and tripped. Fuel pumps are all off. Again, we would do the valve transit. Make sure all valve lights are so beautiful. Fuel quantity indicator test. I'm not going to hold it all the way. There we go. That looks good. We do have to get our aircraft loaded up. I will turn on the hydraulics, and we will open the aft stair today. Aft stair open. We'll close aft cargo. Now, I think, yeah, so Carson, aft cargo closes these aft service doors. I think we need to rename that. So, forward cargo, what's forward cargo? Forward cargo is left service door. There we go. So that's what's throwing me for a loop there. All right, so those are actually service doors, need to be changed out there. So that looks good. Forward entry and boarding stairs are connected. No engine covers. We'll keep the chocks on for now. That looks good. Let's go over to... pre-flight. I've already downloaded our information. I'll just do it one more time to make sure. That's us, Cartagena to skip. Takes 10 minutes and 8 minutes. We will start that boarding process here momentarily. Let's go ahead and finish some overhead. We'll start from the top. And we'll go ahead and do that. We'll do flight recorder test. That sounds good. Instrument comparator test. Does that actually... Let me see if I can see the... Ah, yeah, look at that. See, it lights up the instrument. Remember, that's... you guys remember the when we were flying the Felis and we were looking at the 747, they had the comparator alarm. So that's our instrument comparator test. There we go. Everything is nav, gyro. That is off. That looks good. Let's go. Navigation. Logo lights are coming on. Get those on. No smoking. Fasten seatbelts on. That looks good. Everything looks good up here. CVR test. So that's, I guess, to be the headphone test. There we go. And window heat we'll leave as is for now. Excellent. Okay, so I don't need the hydraulics anymore. We'll turn those off. Hydraulic pump, that can come off. Let's go ahead and hop down to the box here. Let's pull this sucker out. And let's go ahead and get you to standby. We're going to get you pause a knit here over at Bogota. Or no, not Bogota. We don't want to put Bogota coordinates in. Cartagena. We're going to load you in right here, located at north 1026.5, insert west 7530.7, insert align. Desired track status, that's going to begin the alignment phase. That looks good. Let me go ahead and turn on the forward fluorescent light. There we go. That kind of brightens up the panel there a little bit. Now, shaking yokes, that's a Brunner thing until we have hydraulics on for some reason. It likes to do that. I like the way the panel is. We'll do a Magic Barrel ref update. That looks good. No ATCs online. We will squawk 2000. We'll put the CTAF freak in here while we're thinking about it. .CTAF SKCG. No CTAF, so that'll just be a straight up 22.8. Oh, you know what I'm missing? We also need to, that's why I like doing that. We get the radio master switches on, 22.8, and we will throw on VHF1 right there. Turn up the audio just a little bit. All right. We are pretty much ready to start plugging away some waypoints. Now, we are going to be flying VOR to VOR for the most part. I'm just going to put in the VOR points, and then after the certain one VOR, we actually have to go to an en route fix and then into the airport. So, how do I do the Magic Barrel update? Brian, it's the B key by default. The B key by default. Bravo. All right, so you're in the align phase. At that pause, let me just verify. 1026.57530.3. Oh, that's incorrect. We got to redo that. 1026.5, 1026.5, insert west. I knew that looked wrong. 7530. 7530.7. Okay, so now hopefully that'll start aligning, and if it doesn't, we will just magic align it there so we don't have to wait the full time. I will start the boarding and fueling process. We'll get that cooking. It's going to take about 10 minutes, and let's start throwing in some waypoints here. Also, let's go ahead and get some air on because it's a little bit hot up in here. So let's go pack 1, pack 2. They're coming on. Let's get the Gasper fan on. And while we're thinking at it, 30,000 feet would be 3.6. 3.6 on the standby. Flight altitude is 31. Or no, we're going 300. That is set. Landing altitude, check this out, chat, 9,800 feet. That is high up there. I have to verify it's not 9,900. That might be even higher. 9,800 is set. You can go ahead and throw that in the middle, run a check of our outflow valve, which will close, auto fail light. We'll turn the fluorescent panel on over here, oil quantity test. Meow. Those come all the way down, come back to normal. We don't have any cargo fire, remember, because we're not a passenger. We're a passenger jet this time here. Got our little lights down there. That looks good. Forward entry APU is up. And that checks go back to the auto position. Cut out. We're running 1 galley, no external. Check these bulbs. That all looks good. I guess you could test this, all 3. There's the trip light. And we're pretty much ready to start programming. So, here we go. First couple of waypoints, let's throw them in. Located north, 1012.5. West, 7530.3. We're going to be SIVA experts by the end of this week, that's for sure. Between the Felis and this bird. Waypoint 2 is Mike Tango Romeo VOR, located north, 850.0. 850.0. The 0 ones always trip me up. 850.0, located west, 7549. 7549. 7. Insert. Waypoint 3 is going to be Lima Charlie Echo VOR, which is 749.1. West, 7643.3. Insert. Waypoint 4 is wait, did I do both fixes? Yep. Waypoint 4 is UIB 541.5. 541.5. Insert. West, 7638. 7638.4. Insert. Now waypoint 5, this is where we actually have to do an off VOR waypoint here. T-Dual, which is a reporting point. Mandatory. North 504. 504.4. 0504. 0504.4. Insert. West 7640.5. Insert. After T-Dual, we're going to ASICO, another waypoint here. North 414. 414, it's a good airplane, 0.4. Insert. West 7653.3. Insert. Waypoint 7 is Bun VOR, which is just prior to the field, so that's going to be north 349.5. Insert. West 7659.7. Insert. The last waypoint, waypoint 8, will be SKIP, which will be our destination, Sierra Kilo India Papa. I'll put the field in there as a waypoint just in case we get a direct to. So it's going to be located north 51.6. Insert. West 7740.0. Insert. All in the box, looking good. How's our alignment? I hope we didn't screw it up. We're 0.65 to go. That looks good. Waypoints are in the box. All right, now I get all those from SkyVector. I used to bring up the Navigraph app and follow along with you guys, but it's just kind of a hassle to record the app because it's a different window, so I just do it on a separate screen. If you slammed it in at sea level in Miami, I can only imagine what's going to be at 10K. Matty K, that's a great observation, my friend. I'm a little bit nervous myself. Let's set our top altitude, fly level 310. That's what we set, right? 300. What did we file? Now I'm all confused. We filed flight level 300. So I was right on 2 accounts. All right, 300 is set. It's the airport located in the Nariño department, which is capital city as Pasto. Oh, very cool. V-Pilot Designs. Yes, these are all your sceneries, my friend. V-Pilot Designs, good to see you here, man. Yeah, we are using your sceneries today. I was doing a little airport tour earlier. I love all your sceneries, man. They are absolutely fantastic. While you're here, what is the compatibility like with 24 yet? Are we there yet? Are we still waiting in development? Because I would love to start seeing some of these sceneries in 2024, my friend. All right, let's take a look at the charts. I already pulled out 2 of them. So Cartagena going out of here. We're going to blast off runway 1. It's a back taxi only, so it's going to be kind of a pain getting out of here. The winds are definitely favoring the north runway. If I check the METAR, I don't think... Yeah, 10 knot tailwind. I don't want to blast off of 19. So we're going to back taxi runway 01. It almost looks like you could taxi 2 airplanes down here and then hold on this loop. So that might be to our benefit. So we'll blast off 01. I will kind of do a pseudo arc here Let's set this up. Cartagena 12.3 on the nav. Cartagena 12.3 on the nav. No. 12.3 on nav 1. Oh, I guess that was nav 2 that I was tuning. Alright, 12.3 is set there. And basically join a 17 DME arc with no heading bug. That's always fun. But what we need to do is we basically want to go right back into Cartagena, then outbound. Let's do that. Let's make up our own procedure. Let's fly outbound on a 17 DME arc to then capture the 297 inbound, which would be the 107? Let's see. So 297 course line. Would be 107 inbound. Or 117 inbound, perhaps? We'll make it the 117 inbound. Just go to the 200 radial. No, the 200 radial is past where I want to go. So Cartagena is our first waypoint, though. So I want to go Cartagena. I want to take off, hit Cartagena, and then proceed outbound. Because after Cartagena, we go to the other fix, which is Iraxu. And Iraxu's not... Oh, Iraxu is on here. Son of a gun. All right, disregard everything I said. Remember, chat, minimal sleep the last 3 days here. Minimal sleep. 200 degrees course line, a radial. 200 is set outbound for the SID. I didn't know Iraxu was actually on our flight plan. It is. I just had CTG and MTR, but much of the same. All right, cool. That is set up. The second fix is going to be 14.8. We'll throw that in the standby. 14.8 will put you 14.8 active, like so. And after 14.8, the next one is going to be Lima Charlie Echo. We'll call it Leches. Cafe con Leche 12.6 will be that VOR there in the standby number 2. No ADS required. 22.8 is up. Everything looks good. And I'm about ready to go. I guess we can try. Should we try some crew engineer? I don't know. I feel like the crew engineer might mess my stuff up. Kind of like going without him right now. Go back to our pre-flight. We are 1 minute away from closing up shop. I really knew this city too much, so I have many memories knowing the city as a child. I really remember if it was yesterday, what a nice city that is. Cartagena, nice one. Yeah, it's. I've been here a handful of times. Beautiful, beautiful approach too, coming in here near the water. I love it. Man, look at all the traffic. I wish I could see who these airplanes really were. A bunch of 320 Neos. We actually flew the freighter in here. You guys remember we did the circle? We did a visual circle all the way out over those hotels. Came back in, landed south. That was awesome. All right. I think we are just about ready for start. 8 seconds to go. And then we got to run some takeoff data. The pilot says that they are compatible for 24. Excellent, man. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. Empty gross weight 167.2. That seems like a lot. Flaps 15, runway 01. Download the winds 2971. Runway max takeoff 186. So we are good. Takeoff trim 4.0. EPR 94 or 1.96. 94 on the N1s. We'll set the speeds as well. That's a flaps 15 start. Okay, wonderful. We got a green light. We're 4 for 5. Close enough. We'll magic align. Beautiful. Desired track status is up. Let's go ahead and start closing up shop. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and throw the beacon light on. Come over to the flight engineer panel. We'll get our boost pumps on. All 6. We'll get the hydraulic system A can come online. We will also kill the packs. Bleeds are on. Pressure for start in the manifold is good to go there. And let's close up some doors. Forward entry, remove those, remove and remove. I wonder if we have to go back here and manually pull this up. There she goes. Heard about the Frontier Sea where they were holding a few days ago, but heard the details today with the gear at T-Mac. Yeah, that Frontier one was wild, dude. 3 touch and goes or 2 touch and goes. Ready for start? You mean cooking the engines beyond max EGT? Nah, we'll let them max motor, Gus. We'll max motor them just for you. All right, we are ready to go. We'll start with engines with doors open. Brake pressure seen. APU is still running. Ready to start them up? Ready for start. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. Grounding 1. Started out of it open. Oh yeah, jam them. There's no other way to get back than power back, my friend. Engine stabilized. Grounding 2. I actually don't know what the start EGT limit is, Gus. 420 ground, 510 for flight. 530 flight, 460 ground, -9. There's no placard for engine start. I'm actually surprised. Brian, what yoke are you using? I have not encountered that, my friend. Yep, windows are open, Cam. Is it too loud? I feel like they used to be more bassy. With the windows open. Number 3, here we go. Outside, there's still pretty quiet. Sounds like my tinnitus. Max motoring. Fuel on. %, N2. Engine stabilized. Is that the flight attendant dinging us? Alright, so we got 3 good starts. Ground crew call. You know, that extinguished the light. Oh, that's interesting. All right, let's go ahead and sync up our gens. So we're going to go generator 1. Close it. Get 1 for free. Gen 2. Wrong direction. Gen 3. Close. We'll keep you on Gen 2. This goes to Gen 3. I'll flip you to in. Galley power 3 and 4 is coming on. Let's go ahead and get the packs on. APU bleed can come off. Engine 2 bleed can come off. Those are full open. We're ground on there. That looks good. Turn up V-pilot here for a second.
Okay, are you guys just holding down there right now?
I'm just, yeah.
All right. While they chat, let's go ahead and power back.
All right.
Cockpit ground, brakes released.
I'll head down
Stand
there.
by for power back.
Runway 1. Fenix .5, radio check.
Don't hit the brakes. Just add a little bit of forward thrust. Cartagena traffic. Avianca 357 taxi, runway is 01 off gate 1, Cartagena. Alright, so that is good. Let's go ahead and get probe 1, 2, taxi light. We're going flaps 15. So 1, 2, 5, 15 is set. We'll start taxiing out while that's coming out. Here we go. Brake check. Pressure is 0. Turn this light up a little bit. There we go. Was it the 100 that had the buckets? The 100 had buckets first, I think, and then the 217 engines had buckets. This is a 9A, right? I don't know. Carson crucified me last time. These are the internal cascading reversers right here. You guys taxi down to 01. Is there room for 3 airplanes down there or just 2?
I'm just approaching the end right now. I'll let you know in about 30 seconds if it's
Got it. All right, let's go ahead and set the brake. We'll do a flight control check. That's always critical. Flight control is checked. Trim is set to 4 units. Flaps 15, green and indicating. Lights are set. Hold on real quick. Takeoff config check here. Oh, brake is set. I thought if I hit the brake pedal, it would release the brake. Yep, that's good. We're doing a little bit of VOR and SEVA on this one, Douglas. A little bit of both.
Avianca 357, there's a room down here for you.
Roger, are you starting your takeoff roll now, or are you going to start back taxiing down? Oh, I guess I didn't transmit. I just set that over the mic.
Go ahead and bring it down. I'm going to look down here.
Alright, Cartagena traffic off, 357 back taxi 01. Brakes release, here we go. Blackbird Controls dropping the 10 gifted subs. Blackbird Controls, my man. coming in with the love yet again. Thank you so much, Blackbird Controls. Appreciate you. For those of you wondering what awesome throttles I'm using today, these are the Blackbird Control 727 levers. And I said it on the last stream, if you're going to fly this airplane or the 737 and you have a Honeycomb Bravo, you need to just go ahead and get these levers. He also has 777 and a couple others. 777 and 146, I think. Which I guess he doesn't love me anymore because he didn't send me those. Just kidding. Hope you're doing well, Blackbird. Glad to see you, man. All right, let's go ahead and throw you into RTO. Let me look at my crew manager. What could I run him at? I'll let him run the before takeoff checklist. How's that? Let's run that. Here I am talking with my mic muted. Blackbird Controls, thank you for the $2 super chat, man. Really appreciate that. I was saying with my mic muted that I really enjoy your flap levers and your speed brake lever. A lot more than I thought I was going to. I mean, I love the thrust levers, don't get me wrong. They're legit. But having the detent, so like I can't even, if you look at the 727, watch this. Lift up to arm it, and now I can move it, but I can't. You can't do that on your hardware unless you actually lift it up like the real jet. So, I really love that. Awesome, awesome stuff there. Missing the soul of the Dutch FE on the Felis. It's an attempt. Yeah. Someone said they thought it might be AI voice. It might be an. It's lacking soul, enthusiasm. You know.
Aviaca 5225, run the roll, runway 1.
All right, send it. Gosh, I love the taxiway and lines here and textures. V Pilot Designs, crushing it.
Aviaca was lining up behind the company traffic.
That's a beautiful jet right there. Come on, chat. The taxi situation's an accident waiting to happen. Hey, man. They do stuff weird down here in South America, man. They'll give you, like, the line-up and wait behind the landing 737. Like, that's a real clearance. I don't doubt that would be a real, well, maybe not. Maybe not that exact taxi situation, but it doesn't have the spout of out of the open. Enthusiasm. Agreed. Agreed. Alright, brakes are set. I'm going to leave. I'll kill these lights. He turned all of them on. We'll turn those off. We'll turn those off. We'll leave everything else on until he gets out of here. But we are set for takeoff. It's going to be runway 01. We'll do a left turn. 17. What is it? 17 DME? Bring our charts back up here. 17 DME arc to the left to join the 200 outbound. We'll see the INS it from there.
Cutting in traffic, FedEx 55 off stand 9. We're going to file in on Bravo behind the Avianca 727 on Bravo. Cutting up.
Ooh, V-Pilot Design says a Skibo native for 2024 is coming soon. Now that, I can't wait to get my hands on V-Pilot Designs. I love flying in and out of Bogota, and seeing a native Bogota will be awesome for 2024. No horses in the back. Nope, we got a full-blown cabin on this bird today. Full-blown cabin today.
Virginia, Avianca 811. Departing 01 WCC in the Arctic West.
Godspeed, brother. Soaring Scotsman, what's up, my friend? You are just in time. Cartagena traffic, Avianca 357, line up 101. Alright. Brakes. Oh, if I double tap the brakes, they come off. I got you. Electric Soldier, what's up, man? Now this is well, this is my I don't know, well, my second stream with the passenger version.
269. I'm gonna follow the Latam plan on Alpha.
But we've flown the freighter quite a bit, and I flew a few flights off the stream with the passenger variant here. I keep forgetting that I'm right on top of the nose here with the 7.2 here. No need to oversteer that sucker. Maybe it's something in my sound settings from my headphones. Because when I go to outside view, it's really quiet. Maybe I can tweak that. Alright, let's go ahead and get the yoke cam turned around. Johan Jacobs with the 10 gifted memberships before blastoff. Johan Jacobs, thank you so much, my friend, for the 10 gifted subs. If you pick up a membership, Mr. Johan, make sure you shout him out, say thank you. Johan? I think it was Johan. Very, very kind, sir. Appreciate you. All right, there goes that traffic on the left turn. We'll wait about 1 more minute here. Johan. Chris Stuper, long time no see, my friend. Welcome in, dude. You're just in time. Just in time for blast off, friend. Just in time. Remember, if you haven't already, man, we got 400 people here, only 100 likes. That is very low energy, chat. Very low energy. Hit that like button. Help me out. Let's do it. I keep reading the altitude as 300,000. Nope, 30,000. Be a hard time to get up to 300,000. All right, here we go. Slight heading and bug adjustment, although it doesn't really matter because we're going to be hand flying most of this DME arc. So here we go. Spool them up. 50. Did he put this to flight yet? Yeah, he did. Here we go. Bring that power back a little much on number 1 and 3. Here we go. Power set. Airspeed's alive. We got a nice split in the throttles too. You see that? Number 2 Eeper. Looking good. V1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Oh, yeah. Look at that. No tree trimming today, Chad. Oh, look at that beautiful water down there. That's what X-Plane really needs, is some new water. All right, approaching 1,000 feet. We'll lower the nose. Here comes 16 DME, getting ready for 17, and then we're in the turn.
Do you think I should wait for you guys, or do you think there's going to be enough for...
We'll probably make forward.
Send it, man. All right, 17 miles, bank angle check to the left. Here we go.
269,
start retracting the flaps. Flaps 5. There's 17. We're turning, baby. We're turning. 200. We'll clean it up. Looking for 250. Gosh, this hand flies so nice. I mean, I freaking love the way this airplane hand flies. All right, let's run some after takeoff crew manager items here for me, sir.
After takeoff checks. Ignition set to off. Landing lights off. Landing gear off. Flaps up. Hydraulic system repump is off. After takeoff checks complete.
After takeoff checklist is complete. Pitching for 250. At about 17 miles. We're cutting it in here a little bit early. We got a nav one. Yeah, 12.3, 17 miles. Just kind of cut that turn just a hair. Cartagena traffic out there, 357 out of 6,000 on the arc to the southwest. Last call, Cartagena.
Yep.
All right, there's 250 knots. Let's go ahead and let's not turn the autopilot on yet. What the hell? Let's just keep you flying. We need to come a little bit more to the right. Cut that one in just a hair. This is going to be a long arc. Maybe we won't do the whole arc here. This could be a long way around. Virtual Flight Diaries, dropping the 10 gifted subs. VFD, my man, thank you. How the alert box muted there. I appreciate you, my friend, for 10 more gifted subs here on a 727 takeoff out of Cartagena. I appreciate you, Virtual Flight Diaries. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Been seeing you posting some screenshots, some juicy caravan ops, or no, it was Kodiak, wasn't it? Weren't you in the Kodiak? Thank you for all the support, Virtual Flight Diaries. I appreciate you. If you guys pick a membership for the gift, shout them out, say thank you. Go check them out too on YouTube. He posts his stuff in the community section of the Discord. I'd really like to see some videos of that Kodiak flying you were doing. Turn up the piling here. Kodiak 100, yeah, dude, nice. All right, there's 10,000 feet. We'll continue to lower the nose. We'll pitch for 270 knots. I tell you what, let's set up an intercept heading and let's get on with it. Because no need to fly all the way out here. I think that's plenty of traffic separation. Let's go ahead and set a heading of about, what's that going to be? 170-ish. Cut it in a little bit more, maybe about 160 on the intercept heading as we accelerate here in the turn. Drew Smith dropping 10 more gifted subs. Drew Smith, my man, thank you. 10 more. Man, just like that. Maybe you guys don't want to hit the like button. You just want to gift subs to 727 fans, which I thoroughly appreciate. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the support, Drew Smith. I do not believe there's any passenger operators left, Jeff. The only reason I hesitate, I think there might be a few corporate left. There was a couple sports teams that had a 727, and I think there might be like some privately owned 727s with passenger seats, but like executive charter, something like that. But as far as I am aware, all the flying 727s on like a 121 or a scheduled operator certificate are cargo at this point.
Fenix 5-5, we're still holding short there.
Iran Air has still had one. They retired last year. Dang. All right, there is a little bit of an intercept heading. We're doing 300 knots. Let's roll some coal, baby. Let's go autopilot, heading select, altitude arm, IAS hold, please. So we are going to IAS hold right there, about 290 now, 290 in the climb out. We're going to join the 200. There's the 2 front flip. Or I don't know what that was actually. Man, that HSI looks nice though, doesn't it? Look at the texture of the glass. Look at that. That looks like the loading panel screenshot. I like that. That's pretty juicy right there. Man. Alright, autopilot is on. Let's verify the cabin is pressurizing. She is. Hydraulic system B is off today. After takeoff checklists are completed, I guess theoretically we could go direct waypoint 2, start driving the INS. Let's do that. Let's go waypoint change 02. Insert. Desired track is going to be 184, which is almost this heading here. So let's throw you into
That's fine.
aux
I'm just
nav.
ready to go now. Go ahead.
Aux nav be roughly a 184, which I'm going to set 17.5. Magic barrel ref has been set 2.9 or 9 or 2 once, twice, and thrice. All right, we are INS navving now. The VOR is still operating, but I'm just using it as a course slide reference, so I don't have to keep looking down here. Let's flip our SIVA back to distance time. You know what Windwing needs to make? We need a Windwing SIVA INS panel. That would be pretty sweet. Delco Carousel 4. All right, and what we'll also do is, since we're going direct, we'll go 14.8. We'll throw you to 12.6. We'll put 12.6 on standby. And we're essentially going direct to this sucker right here. Beautiful. Heading select. Or heading synced up. I believe. We don't even need the flight director right now because the INS doesn't drive the flight director. We're actually picking up nav 2 already. That's awesome. All right, cool. Things are looking good. You know what I needed to get is, what's that camera system y'all been talking about? Need to get that camera system. Alright, turn-offs, taxi lights are coming off. What's the next crew manager list? Approach check. Yeah, we don't need any of that. Alright. Aviator Nick, my man, thank you so much for the 34 months of support. Good to see you, V1. Glad to be able to catch the stream whenever I get a chance. Hope you and the family are well. Hey, thank you so much, Aviator Nick. Very, very kind. 34 months of support. Thank you. The nav system is the same as the 742. Jean, yes, we are using the same INS system, which is the Delco Carousel 4, short SIVA. Well, it's really, so the IV in SIVA is the Roman numeral 4. Carousel 4, INS. I know some people get triggered when I keep calling it a SIVA. They're like, it's not a SIVA. Never heard of it. It's the Delco Carousel 4. But yeah, same nav system. There are a couple other navs available. I'm not sure if they are, if I haven't messed with them at all yet though. There's like a early market FMS, and then there's you can put a regular GPS in it. Market is even smaller for the SIVA than a tiller. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like it would definitely be the least purchase one they made. But I think if a big company like Windwing made a SIVA, I bet you it would sell pretty decent. There's a lot of old boomers out there that want to use a SIVA. Aside from the Fenix, is the 7.2 your favorite airliner in 24? Well, the 7.2 isn't in 24 yet, so... and, I mean, the Fenix is my favorite. Just when I say my favorite, actually... The Fenix is the most accurate Airbus simulation we have out there. I fly the Airbus, so that's why I love the Fenix so much. My favorite airplane, though, in 24 is, I gotta be quite honest, probably the Duke series, man. It's just so much, there's so much to do. But as far as airliners are concerned, The Fenix, yes. Don't lie. Nobody would buy a Siva? No, I think people would do. I think people would. Not a lot. I think people would. Have you seen pictures from the expo? There's a lot of older guys there, man. They'd be like, "Oh, look at this fancy thing." You throw that up next to the PMDG 747. Come on, man. It would sell under 1,000 units. That's probably true. It'd probably sell under 1,000, but I bet you it'd sell 1,000 units. I bet you it'd sell 1,000 units. Tommy, what's up, man? Finally glad to make it live. Not watching later. Big fan. Got me in a flight sim. Hey, Tommy. Well, thank you for joining the channel, man. Appreciate the support. Welcome in. Glad to have you here, dude. All right. 25 for 300. Let me come over here. Oh, dang it. Wrong button. Do we have... Yeah, we've got cruise tables here, right? -9. Where's our weight? I'm trying to find our weight and climb. Holden. Did they forget a G? Fuel dump schedule. TAT ISA. Max go around. Man, there's a lot of tables here. You're right. I don't see a max climb EPR tables. There's your starting EGT, Gus. 420C. So we did exceed that. You call it a retro calculator? I call that a calculator. That must mean I'm old. Temperature conversion chart. Wind component. I don't see it. That's a lot of tables, but not the one we're looking for. Maybe there's a perf table in here somewhere? Nope. Interesting. Tommy6744 dropping the 5 gifted subs. Tommy, thank you so much, man. Appreciate the support, dude. Pick up a membership from Tommy. Make sure you shout him out and say thank you, man. Very kind. Very, very kind. All right, 3 minutes to waypoint 2. We are cooking with gas. We'll do some outside chilling here in a little bit, but let's go ahead and enjoy. Do a little bit more cabin tour later. I can't wait till we get some custom liveries here. Really jazz up some of the custom cabins. I think we're gonna have some fun with that. Custom livery makers. AJ, thanks for the $5 super chat. Yo, dog, I hear you like tables, so we put tables on your table. Hey, man. More tables, the better, man. More tables, the better. Did you find the OFP clipboard? Yeah. No. You mean the flight plan clipboard? No. I didn't know you could have a flight plan clipboard. Is there a separate clipboard than the major clipboard we have with the charts? For something like that, someone needs to build one that can be 3D printed and just sold on demand, like throttle levels from the Bravo. That's probably true, Al. That'd be a good idea. Gus says that cruise power, 3,000 pounds per engine, should give you 7-8 Mach-ish. All right. We'll take a look at it. We've got another 1,000 feet here to go. Oh, we're leveling right now. 300 altitude. Please don't blow through it. I didn't have the. I didn't trim it down very much. All right, cool. And I was getting confused with my auto throttle. It does actually follow the bug in the 727. I get confused when we fly the Phoebus so much. All right, I'm going to let you accelerate to 80 Mach. We'll go auto throttle engage. It's going to do its reduction here a little bit. It's going to maintain 80 Mach for us at flight level 300. Let's go ahead and throw on the flight director altitude hold bars. We'll sync the heading mode just so it looks somewhat normal, like so. We're locked in at 80 Mach. We'll let the engine stabilize here, and then we'll do some cruise checks. Smoke them if you got them. Seatbelt sign is off, Chad. Back flight deck wall behind the captain's seat. Oh my gosh, 2029. Oh, is this what you're supposed to click out? I keep thinking I'm clicking the door. I think I'm clicking the door. Ah, there it is. Oh, check that out. What is all this? What? Oh, hold on.
Offering hot and cold drinks, as well as a meal or snack. Please read the onboard menu.
She doesn't sound like she works for Avianca.
The ingredients, please inform the cabin crew. At the same time, we inform you that the preferred payment method is card payment. Thank you.
That sounds like a LaGuardia crew if I ever heard one. All right, let's go back to the flight deck, see what's going on. Dun, 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 dun. Look at this. This is pretty cool. I love this old paper texture Kindle status thing here. All right, that is cool. There's our flight plan, our waypoints. That would be a pain in the ass, though, to what you need to do, Carson, is you got to have a hidden click spot right here, or like right here. And when you click here or here, it puts your EFB clipboard right here, so you can program waypoints while looking at your clipboard. That would be the ultimate addition, you know? Like, that way if you have, because I would say most people have their some view saved around this general vicinity, right? You program the box, click spot here. You can move the clipboard over there? Wait, you can? How? How? What? Where'd it go? Come back. One of the buttons. One of these? What do these do? This is scary. What does this do? Oh, top. Next page. What? Chat. Why did nobody tell me this? This is what I've been missing. Oh, wait, no, come back. Jack, come back. Come back. Ah, gosh dang it. The clipboard's got a minus on. Anti-gravity. Chat. If you're in flight and the paper is levitating, are you at 1G? Or is this 0G? Alright, hold on. Move you back. What'd I do? Come back over here. Alright, come back over here. The problem is, how do I change pages though? Can't change pages. Because it's clipping right there. So what I need to do is this is hardcore stuff here. So how do I put, gosh dang it, I'm about to throw this clipboard in the freaking alley here. Come on. Alright. Go back. Alright. Now we're gonna scroll down. Like so. And then you're gonna hit this. And now you're set. Aha. Although it's cutting off my wave, it's cutting off my lat longs there. I don't know. It might be my format though. I guarantee you it's my format, because I guarantee you FSS uses the Lido format because they're Lido-ese. Everybody's Lido. I'm a dumb American. I need boxes around my data so I can see it better. Everyone likes that Lido format. I just can't stand it. It's like looking at a freaking phone book. But that is really cool. I like this. I really like this. Just need to, oh, wait a second. I take it back. I can drag it. I take it back. I can drag it. Look at that. You can drag the pages. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, so we can actually verify our waypoints. We're going 2 to 3, right? So check this out. We'll go waypoint 4. CDG was 1. Remember we did 2 was MTR. 3 was Lima Charlie Echo. 4 is UIB. Here she is. 541.5. 7638.5. It round down. My sky vector, I don't know. My sky vector rounds down, or I don't. Maybe I'm supposed to round up, but it's only going to be a few feet. So, Luke, this is real life. This is real life. That is awesome. That adds a lot. Having a little clipboard like that. That definitely adds a lot of. It adds a vibe. Remember we were saying you need the airplane to bring a vibe? That brings a vibe for the aircraft. Love that. Wish I would have known that. I'm surprised that wasn't on like changeline. Can you do that in a freighter? I just don't know about it. Alright, let's go ahead and make sure we're not screwing things up here. We're distance time. We're going to waypoint 3. 5 minutes from 3. Everything else looks good. Let's go ahead and check our vibes. Vibes are good. Alright. Flight director, it's just in heading mode, Ryan. Uh-oh. So you know what's crazy? I somehow solved the stutter between monitors on 2024, but on 2020 the stutter is back. Like, so when I change monitors, the stutter comes back. We're going waypoint 4 to 2 to 3, and I like to keep this in sync though. Desired track is 221. So we know we're not blasting all over the place. And that's actually going to be 12.6. Sync up 12.6. That looks good. Well, now I need my clipboard back. Hold on, come back here. So look at this. Where is our frequency? Does it have the frequencies on here? It doesn't have the frequencies for the VORs, huh? That's unfortunate. That's a flight plan. That might be a format thing too. I wonder if I can change that. Got our winds. Let's see. 300.093 at 18. If we stepped up to 34. It's just going to hurt us. You see there's another almost 20 knot headwind right there, so we're not going to step up. There's our winds and temps. There's our alternates. There's Skip San Luis. Mallard Taft found. Alright, that is very cool. But I need to know what waypoint freak we got coming up here after 12.6. After 12.6, it's going to be UIB Umberto at 13.2 and then 13.8. So it's going to be 13.2 next, and then it's going to be 13.8. All right. Got an epic X-Plane 12 screenshot posted to the X-Plane 12 Discord. Laminar's done something. I saw that it had an update, Thomas. Saw that I had an update. I have to turn the Flightbox back on. Sorry. Key 6 dropping a $5 super chat, man. Key 6, I appreciate you, man. Says, I'm getting sick back here with all the needle chasing. Oh, we're not chasing needles. We're INS, man. It should be nice and smooth. We're getting ready to do a nice turn here. Watch this. Let me reset my cameras here. Look at that beautiful bird. I feel like we need some Latin music to accompany our flight today. What do you guys think? Newsflash, it's not that smooth. I think it's smooth, dude. Hey, it's smoother than you're flying. So, I mean, I feel like it's pretty smooth. Let's see. Let's do some Latin jazz. Not that. Not that. That's elevator music if I've ever heard it. Let's take a look at our fuels. 3,000 a side, Gus. Just under. Right about 2,900 a side. Doing just about 8.0 Mach here. Doing just about 8.0 Mach, 30,000 feet. I'm going to have to change this song because it's got lyrics. Ground speed of 503. Love it. Maddie K, my man, dropping the $20 super chat. Sorry, I gotta change this song because breaker 19, we're in the turn. Look at that beautiful bird, man. Maddie K, gotta love a midweek V1 stream. Looking forward to seeing you and others at the expo. Hit me up if you're ever laid over in Norfolk. We can hit the bay between tournaments and get some redfish or cobia with my boat and crew. Maddie K, dude, that would be absolutely epic, man. I appreciate the $20 super chat. I'll have to, I'll hold you to it, man. I don't have any. Listen, if I'm overnighting in Norfolk, probably because I diverted. So, wouldn't be the first time either. It's ironic. I've diverted a few times on the East Coast, and Norfolk always seems to be my choice of diversion. But thank you for the $20 super chat, man. That sounds like a blast. I'd love to do that at one point. Look forward to seeing you at the expo. You wouldn't know about my flying because you ended the stream before I landed K6. Dude, so last time, guys, I do apologize. My internet decided to just die. It wasn't a SIM crash or anything like that. The internet just died. So I actually had to call the Mrs. V1 and have her end the stream from the home PC. Because I couldn't get back in to end the stream. It was just kind of stuck in a live loop. So, I'm trying to find a better angle here. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good right there. With the mountains in the background. That's a vibe. I heard the INS can have issues at times, randomly not following the route. Bluefin, I don't know about the Siva. I think Mustafa said he encountered an issue with the other nav function. Carson, do we have an issue? Oh, he says no more. That was an issue long ago. Okay, Carson. So, so the other nav systems are all functioning. I don't know how to use that other FMS, but I might start tinkering with it. There are multiple nav options available on the 727. I just like using the Siva, guys, because I don't know. It's just something about it that I like. I feel like it's retro enough, and it's hard enough to the point where, like, I say hard, but you have to trust that you're doing it right, because there's really no way to verify that you did until it starts going the wrong direction or you see some crazy figures here. It's not like you type in the waypoint, it says, oh, unable that waypoint, that doesn't exist. It'll take it, and you'll just find out when you're flying 180 degrees in the wrong direction if you don't catch it earlier. So I like the challenge that this INS brings to the aircraft. Same with the Felis aircraft. That's what we've been flying with. But there are multiple nav options available here. Let's see. GNS 530, GNS XLS. Carson says the XLS is having some separate issues with procedures at the moment, but the GNS and GTN are fine. Awesome. So you could use your straight up 530. I don't have any of my GTNs installed anymore on 2020, but if you do, then it looks like they would be working just fine. So yeah, the XLS, I'm in no hurry to try it out, but once it does get some of the kinks worked out, I will be checking it out, I'm sure. Thrust set in green. What is happening? Thrust set, good to see you, my man. Andre, a U.S. citizen tried to hijack an airplane in Belize? What? For real? When? Just now? I'm trying to skip some of these songs with the lyrics. A lot of them have lyrics. Nothing like adding 500 nautical miles to a trip because you hit a wrong number. Exactly, Swarm, exactly. I gotta head out. See you folks later. Carson, thanks for stopping by, man. We'll see you later, my dude. She's running good right now. She's running good, Carson. Heading into Rio now on the RNP 20 left. Oh, good luck, my friend. Nice little route here. FedEx 55 pulling up the rear. What's up, Eye of the Tiger? Good to see you, man. Let me pull up the... let me see what we got going on the Iveo Premium map here. We got a lot more airplanes on the ground there in Cartagena than I was anticipating. I thought maybe I had some AI traffic down there just because I haven't messed with 2020. Oh my goodness. What a little conga line we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got an 8 aircraft conga line on the route tonight. That's fantastic. Maybe we'll get some Colombian ATC as we get a little bit closer to Nariño, right? Is that where it is? I'm really hoping we'll get an custom American livery. I've been wanting to fly. I haven't forgot about the bare metal aluminum, guys. There's something about the default one. It's just lacking some of that shine. So, I don't know. As soon as we get a maybe like a third party or a Whiskey Throttle American, or you know what I really want is a 7.2. This is what we're gonna have to do, Chad. If we can get a Battleship Gray, one of the few flights that I remember specifically being on as a child in the 727. I specifically remember one. We flew Phoenix to San Francisco at night. Now that I think about it, I think it was a 737 actually. Was it a 7.3? When did United retire the 727? Doesn't really matter, I guess. Retired it in 93. 2001 by the 200. I'm pretty sure, Chad. I am pretty sure it was a Battleship Gray 727. We flew Phoenix to San Francisco. And the reason I remember this flight is because United offered a better pet deal. We were taking our dog. We were taking our white Labrador to my grandparents. And I was so excited for that flight because it was nighttime. And I remember the Battleship Gray livery. And I remember being scared. And the reason I'm pretty sure it was a 7.2 is because I remember like, well, what if the engine... My mom was like, yeah, the engine could rip off and rip right through the cabin. I'm like, what? No, it can't. She's like, yeah, it could. I'm like, wait. That's kind of a D move by the old mom there, trying to freak me out. But yeah, I remember that flight specifically because normally we would fly to San Jose, but this time we were going San Francisco because it was United. So if we get a Battleship Gray, we're going to have to replicate that flight. We'll do a night flight out of Phoenix into San Fran. But yeah, there's a lot of flights I want to do with this as we get some more liveries. Some of the key ones there aren't there, like Braniff. I'd love to see some Braniff liveries pop in, some ATA. I know Whiskey Throttle's cooking in the background. So, Caco's in the house, my man. What's going on, Caco? How you doing? Beautiful view. Love the 727. It was my first plane ride with Carnival Airlines. Very cool. That's the one I haven't heard of in a while, Caco. Carnival 727. Not to be confused with Carnival Cruise Lines. That's pretty cool, man. That had like the big red and white tail, or red and blue tail. Line check tomorrow, San Juan to JFK. Catco. Well, hey, man, I'm sure you heard about that Frontier situation down there in San Juan the other night. Hopefully, I'm sure you won't have any of those issues. But, best of luck, man. I'm sure you're going to crush it. You guys going Waters Plus probably over that, doing that flight. Kaka, we've got a ton, there's a ton of trips that keep popping up in the open time for us here at Dallas. But they're all saying they're 2-day trips. They're technically 3-day trips because it ends on a red eye. It's one leg to San Juan, 24 hours, which is nice. but it's a red-eye San Juan Dallas, and I just can't, man, I don't know if I can do that 5-hour red-eye stuff. Oh, no CPDLC? So you're just going straight up waters. All right, man. Alpha Mike, thank you for the 35 months support, dude. Love a 3-holer. You and me both, Alpha Mike. You and me both. West Air, what's up? They ate the nose wheel, went around, did one engine, low altitude flyby, then after landing, decided to taxi after with the damage was... I don't think that's true, West Air, because I saw the aircraft deplaning on the runway, actually. I saw a picture of it on the runway. So I understood they had a balked landing first, went around, balked it again. That's where they actually damaged the nose gear. They ripped the wheel off the nose gear. The impact damaged the engine. On the go, the second time, engine 1 caught fire. So we talk about, you know, it's something we never, I mean, we do talk about it, but it's like, whenever you brief a missed, it's like, okay, I missed approach, we'll do this, but what if you go missed and then you blow an engine? Like, you got to keep that in your mind. I know, you know, in all the high threat airports, we think about that, right? Like Vegas, that's one year where you program the single engine missed approach altitude, or single engine missed on the regular flight plan, just in case. But it's an airport like San Juan where there's really nothing to worry about if you lose an engine. So you don't, it's not on the forethought, and you go around and you have an engine fire. Like, oh, geez, now you're going around single engine. Just Planes has a Carnival 727 video, which is pretty good. I'll have to check it out, Gregory. I flew back and forth, Braniff International, Alaska Airlines interchange between DFW and Anchorage. Nice. Yeah, I want to see some Braniff birds, dude. Oh, my buddy just picked up my turn. Hold on, I gotta text the wife. So I picked up a San Jose turn on Saturday, but then I got cold feet, and I just put it on the trade board, and somebody just picked it up. But now I'm kind of like, maybe I should have kept it. Oh well, too late now. It was a good trip, but I was gonna keep it, but because everybody's been sick this week, I'm like, and I thought I was feeling better, but it's almost like it keeps coming at different times. Like, I get different wave, like, you know, half the day I'll be good, and then another wave comes by, and I don't feel that awesome. So I threw it on the trade board. Now someone picked it up, and now I'm kind of sad. San Jose turn, 7.5 hours out of DFW. That's a good trip. All right, how we looking? Waypoint 3 to 4, 3 minutes to go. We're cooking with gas now, chat. Man, we actually might have to go real time here because we can't land at sunset. Let's do that. We can't land at night. Let's go real time. There we go. Ah. We can't land down there at night. No, I don't think I got the Rona, man. It's, I don't know, man. Something like a virus, a viral thing, man. Like, no one can keep anything down. It started with the kids first. But it's weird. Like, no one's got fevers or anything. It's just can't keep anything down. JJ in the house. What's up, man? Some Pan Am 727 ops? Yeah, we'll be doing some Pan Am 727 ops, dude. Coronavirus. Just made it back from picking up the kid and doing shipping. I see it's still flying. We'd have a repeat of the IMC Fearless departure. Blackbird, what's up? No, we did not. We did not. We had a nice smooth departure. We did our 17 DME arc, And we're just cooking with gas now, my friend. We're cooking with gas now. We're going to start looking at our charts here pretty soon. See how far we got going into SKIP. What is the name? San Luis? Is that, did you just call it San Luis? It's an airport in Nariño. So I'm looking at my flight plan. We'll be 182 miles once we hit the BUN, the Buenaventura VOR. Buenaventura, which is going to be... Yeah, that'll be waypoint 7. So waypoint 7, 180 miles out will probably be when we need to start down. That'll be close because we're descending down to 10,000 feet. So we're really only going to be 20,000 feet above touchdown already, even all the way up here. So as we fly south, terrain is going to be increasing, although that looks pretty ugly out there. Introducing Yellow Sim. How am I liking the old gal, JJ? I'm loving it, man. I don't know if it's my headphones. I feel like it might be my headphones. Because in my experience, the airplane is very quiet in certain aspects. Like engine starts very, very quiet. It's going to be like the outside view is quiet. But when I watch my stream back on my phone or something, it doesn't seem quiet. So I got to figure out my audio settings. But I'm always for more volume, dude. You can never have too much engine noise. But other than that, dude, she's been flying good. She's been smooth. No bugs. You know, that's love to see that. I know the freighter version came out. Then it kind of had a little bug development cycle there. Just some growing pains. But this one has been pretty much flawless, dude. To be honest with you. JJ, it's pretty quiet for you too. Okay, so maybe it's not just maybe that's something they could look in the future. I don't know the complexity of this, but adding volume sliders I think is such a huge benefit to any airplane for any dev. You know, because I think everybody's got different audio setups. Some people fly with speakers, some people fly with headphones. So to be able to adjust the sliders of the aircraft volume would be awesome. But I think that's a little bit more complex said than done. So, I know some airplanes incorporate it, like the fly-by-wire stuff. I know there's another airplane that does it. Is it the 777? Maybe it's the 146 series. I can't remember, but virtual flight diaries. I know, dude. As soon as this hits 24, we'll be flying it a lot more. Our next stream will probably end up being a 747. Because I'm getting the 747 itch now. We're going to have to see what the next X-Plane update is all about. There's another update that dropped today, I think. I'm sure Gus is all juiced up about that. We might do 747 on Saturday since I dropped my turn. We might do 747 on Saturday, and I think Saturday's across the pond, right? Yeah, it'll be a green dot. It'll be a green dot episode, pseudo long haul. It'll probably be St. Martin to Tenerife South. That's the tentative plan. Tentative for Saturday. You could do 2024 E-Jets run. Yes, I want to do E-Jets, JJ, but you're in Sim. Are you in Sim Update 2 beta? So, I don't know. James, what's up, man? Good to see you. I'm not going to do Crossbond 74-8. Yeah, Japan Air Green Dot, Jeremy. You're talking about the one where the tail came off, right? I think that's the one. I can't believe that guy picked up my trip, dude. Damn. I was kind of thinking maybe I should wait till tomorrow to put it on the trade board. Tomorrow is schedule mayhem day, so we will be streaming tomorrow. But I'm going to need you guys to take control multiple times because tomorrow is schedule mayhem day for the next month, for May. Green Dot Springbok 295. Springbok. Is that South African? That's South African Airways, right? Colorado? Let me look that one up. Springbok. Yeah, South African. The only fun part about cross-pond is plane spotting the departure airports. Yeah, Steven, here's the thing with Cross the Pond for me. If it was an eastbound flight, I'd be a little bit more inclined because it's a much shorter flight. The problem with westbound is it's not only is it going to be a long flight because of the winds, or longer flight because of the winds, because of the traffic, it's also going to add a whole lot of time, right? Because then you're not just going to hop in and take off. So you combine the traffic of Cross the Pond with westbound flow, and for me, there's only one airliner that you can do Cross the Pond in. There's only one airliner, and that's the Felis 747. So that airplane in traffic environment like that is going to be hardcore heads down mode, and it's going to be difficult to really get into the vibe of a in-flight entertainment, you know, doing a green dot video or anything like that. That's going to be kind of a challenge to do in the Felis during a Cross the Pond event. So that's kind of why I was like, never really got too excited about it. And I wasn't even planning on doing it until like last week. Sorry, I'm yawning, guys. How are we looking? Waypoint 5 to 6. I don't know what happened to the ortho over there. Excuse me. Knock, knock. Oh, nobody won't. For those that haven't seen the lavatory, I love it. I love the little detail there. No smoking in lavatory. Was that really a thing? You could smoke on the airplane, but not in the lav? Does that make sense? I don't remember. Did you get who smoked on airplanes? Could you smoke in the lav, or was that always prohibited? I guess you couldn't because of paper products, right? Probably because of the paper products. They probably had too many waste bin fires. Ooh, we got a little Avianca. A little Boeing 727 card. Very cool. A Brochet sous Cintron. Yeah, I think the livery creators, the Silky Smooths, the Hughes people, Whiskey Throttle, they're going to get a hold of this bird, and it's going to be insane. No air conditioning in the toilet? Maybe, that's right. The bigger concern was people putting cigs in the bins in the lab. Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah, paper products and catching fire in the waste baskets and stuff. I've had to deal with some of that. Even in modern day aviation where people want to smoke in the lab, think they can get away with it. Not a good idea, chat, to smoke on an airplane. And yes, we can tell when you're vaping. Wait, is this on the other side too? That's the logo light, isn't it? I don't remember seeing that on this wingtip. Is it only on one wingtip? No, there it is. Ah, dude, I love that. Look at that. Look at the little static wicks out there too. Yeah, this seat right here would give you the tinnitus. 100% tinnitus confirmed. DB Cooper stairs. Love it. I wish Green Dot did a DB Cooper video, and we could do it, recreate it. Don't mind me. I'm just in my 7.2. You know what's crazy? This looks, I mean, it looks a lot like the MD-80 cabins, too. Well, I guess that was a 2.3, wasn't it? I just love that little light. That's so iconic. The straight wing Boeings, the classic had it, all that. Of note, this is a UA interior. Yeah. Yeah, this is still the United colors. I think they all have United colors, Carson. Or the couple liveries that I checked, they all have the same color interior. Might be a bit of a... I don't know if that's a bug or just kind of the standard interior, telling custom painters to take care of them. No, you can't tell when I'm vaping. That's only me, though. Yeah, okay, we'll see. Matty K, I vaped lavatory, no one ever caught me. I bet you they did. I bet you they had an eye on you to see if you did it again. So, it's be very hard pressed to vape in the lav and not set off a particle sensor. So, I'm not saying you can't, but if you get caught, you can be charged with a felony and you will be put on a no-fly list if they go that far. So, tread lightly. Steven, just buy a nicotine gum, you degens, exactly. How you gonna make the 130 knot arc at Skip? Force Raptor, I haven't even looked at a chart yet, an approach chart, my friend. But what you're saying is I should probably start prepping for the approach, huh? I have not even done a test landing at this airport, so should be fun. I just saw that I had it in the marketplace, and it looked like a cool airfield, and it was at 10,000 feet. So, 10,000 feet, full send, 727. What could go wrong? That's a big turn. What's going on there? 727. Here we go. Sorry, I'm texting the wife back. Just follow Team Vodka. He knows what he's doing. He's flying it. Are you in the freighter? What are you flying, Vodka? Or are you in an A320? All right. Oh, I have one more. I like this song. All right. No more texting and flying, chat. Overfly the VOR and don't exceed 9.2 DME. That sounds simple enough. We're going waypoint 6 to 7, soon 7 to 8. Okay, it's time to go to work here. Let's pause the music. Actually, let's pause the music after this song. This is a good song. Then we're going to go to work. We should have enough time. We only got 20,000 feet to lose. Oh, listen to those engines. Where's the best view? I think this is kind of the best view for the 7.2, honestly. That tri-jet tail view right there. We need it in 2024, Carson. The yellow is hurting my eyes, my friend. We need this bird in 2024. Stat. This song is called Boomer DJ on a Cruise Ship. Andy B, you know what's crazy? I've never been on a cruise. Never. They don't allow 727s at this airport. Max is Category B. Well, that's interesting. That's okay. What's the airport that we flew into That, like, the biggest thing was a Q400, and we still got in. We'll be fine. Jeremy says, I've heard it's hard to get a butter on the real 727. Yes. Jeremy, it's actually the flap 40 on the 727 became such an issue that a lot of airlines actually started doing a flap 40 lockout. So flaps 40 wasn't even selectable because of the drag and the beatings that the airplanes were taking. So flaps 30 is where it's at. This particular airport and the fact that we're already above the category aircraft that should be landing here, we're probably going to have to do flaps 40 again. And the fact that it's at 10,000 feet, it's going to be interesting. It should be in for a surprise. Johan says the 74-200 Combi en route from Taipei to Johannesburg, South Africa with stopover in Mauritius. Aircraft experienced catastrophic in-flight fire in the cargo hold, leading to a mid-air breakup and crash into the Indian Ocean. Oh man, I have not heard. I don't think I've heard of that one, Johan. I'll have to look into that one. A Springbok one on the Green Dot, huh? I will look into it. John, take it easy, man. My favorite announcer is Sam Rosen's last game tonight, calling the Rangers. Take it easy, man. Yeah. You're missing out. I recommend doing a shorter cruise. Try it out, like 3 or 4 day cruise. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought too. I'd like to do like a 3-day cruise. That's it. Let me do 3 days, 4 days max. How do you make flaps 40 non-selectable? They would put a, you can probably just Google flap 40 lockout. There was like a metal block here, or a metal wedge. So you couldn't go past the 30 mark. They put something right here, so 30 was as far as you could go. Waypoint 7 to 8, 21 minutes. That's about right. The song should be ending any second now. And it's time to start our approach preparaciones. Beautiful. All right. Let me bring up my schedule here real quick just to make sure that this guy picked up the trip properly and it went through. It did. It's gone. I can't believe I gave that trip up. Does that ever happen to you guys with anything else? Like maybe you want to work OT, so then you say you're going to pick up OT and then you don't want to do it because you just don't want to go to work, and then you don't go to OT, and then you're like, man, I should have just done it anyway. I hate that feeling. All right. Sync up the heading back. We are waypoint 7 to 8, which is 165 miles out. Gus says I never want to do OT. Well, the problem with me, Gus, is like, so once I get over the hump and I say I do an overtime trip, then it's like I get addicted to it, and then I don't want any days off. I'm like, well, if I'm already mad that I worked overtime willingly, I'm like, well, now I'm just going to work 100 hours this month, maximum. Let's see. Chart tab. Skip. Airport. Here we go. Do I need to hit the high altitude landing mode for 10,000? Not for 10,000. Is it for 10,000 Tango Kilo? Ah, man, I can't remember. I don't think so. I don't think for 10,000 you'll need it. I think it's up above 12.5. I know you need it for El Alto. Look up the landing elevation of El Alto Airport, and if that's 10,000 feet, then yes. I think El Alto is higher than that, though. All right, here's the airport page. It's a pretty simplified airport, if I can... No? Come back. Where's my chart? There she is. One runway operation, 8 and 2.6. What are the winds doing down there? Yeah, traffic going into San Luis Yoncon. Might be too far out. What runway are they landing? El Alto is 14,000 feet. Yeah, so you need, and that makes sense because I think above 13, so 13.5 or 12.5. So yeah, you shouldn't need it for 10,000. 110 at 10. So we'll plan for runway 8 because we're going to need, we'll have to back taxi, which is unfortunate. And let's see what the approaches are. A lot of stars going in there, actually. VOR, runway 8. RNP, okay, we're not doing that one. VOR, runway 8, that's all we got. So we need to be going direct to, ooh, this will be a fun approach, guys. Full-blown procedure turn. Well, we don't have to do PT here unless we need to stack up. This is going to be spicy. Ipalis, 13.6. A little bit far out, I assume, for Nav2. Nope, she's picking her up. All right, let's simplify life here. Let's go 13.6 on all nav radios. With 13.6 on all nav radios, I'm going to keep flying my programmed flight plan just because for spacing purposes. But Vodka says, how do I dump fuel? Why? How much fuel do you need to dump? How much fuel did you take? Oh my gosh, we might need to dump some fuel too. We'll get to that here in a minute, Vodka. Let's look at landing calculations. I wonder if this is why Vodka's got to dump fuel. So gross weight, let's sync it up. Flaps 40. Why won't it take our weights? Gross weight is 155.2. Oh, there it is. Landing. Okay, well, boom. That's synced up. Minimum landing is 5,200 feet. Mid landing is, yeah, we'd be fine, dude. What are you talking about? All right. I'm trying to think. Where's our flight page? It'll show us our fuel and burn. Total burn fuel 7,000 at an hour since takeoff. Total burn fuel 7,000. 64. So we have 6, 6, and 6. We're all balanced, which is good. Which is 18,000 pounds. Okay, that's fine. You could, if you want to dump Vodka, you're going to come to this panel here, and you want to open your nozzles. Should we try? Should we try this? Tank 1, tank 3. And then you need to do, so here's tank 3. Open, maybe? No? This is the shutoff. Maybe do we need to turn off the boost pumps? No. Why are we stalling? Why are we stalling, chat? Why are we stalling? We've had a flame out. We've had all engine flame out. We've had all engine flame out. What? Alright, hold on. We've got plenty of time. We're going to pitch a ride. Easy does it. Easy does it. We got no juice. We got no juice here. Let's go ahead and start the APU. Let's go ahead and stop doing this, trying to help Team Vodka out here. Let's go ahead and bring this to ground. Now We are windmilling. There's number 1, 2, 3. APU cannot be operated in flight. You're right. I forgot all about that. We're back. We're back. Power's coming back. Power's coming back, chat. We're okay. Look, see, no need to panic here. No reason to panic. Right, let's go ahead and stop that APU, please. That's prohibited. All right, Vodka, you're on your own for dumping fuel. I can't help you, my friend. All right, let's go ahead and close those switches. We're back to cooking with gas. We'll re-engage, auto throttle. Now it's chasing my speed bug back. Let's run this back up here, 300 knots. Let's descend down to 24,000 feet. Let's go heading. Let's do this. Re-engage, altitude select, heading select. Aux nav is on. IAS hold. No, we don't want to do that. Let's do vertical speed. Down she goes here. Down she goes. All right. We're back. Crisis averted. Metnicam makes with $5 super chat. That was a what not to do tutorial by V1. Yeah, don't do whatever I did there. Don't do whatever I did there. No bueno. Alright, everything's coming back. Our auto throttle's on. We've got good engines. Everything's fine. We're re-naving. We're descending down to 24,000 feet. We're accelerating. We'll be fine. Alright. Bearded Aviator. You want I just poured a fresh bourbon? I'm going to chill in first class. Let's not spill my glass, sir. Hey, nothing to see here, Bearded Aviator. Your next glass of bourbon will be on me. Apologies for the minor disruption back there. All right. First class. Have another bourbon here. There you go, sir. See, look at all the pretty mountains out there. Nothing to worry about. Everything is under control. 1,000 feet to level off. Let's get back to our landing situation. We're waypoint 7 to 8, 12 minutes. That looks good. 300 on the speed, 25 for 24. This will help us burn some gas too. I actually like this. We'll get a little bit lighter. Let's run up the speed a little more. All right. I haven't heard the engines in a while. No, they're quiet. The 7.2 is quiet from up front. Very quiet from up front. Mostly wind noise from up front. But we're all set. Nothing to see here. I go to Expo. I am James Johnson. That is the plan, my friend. That is the plan. Look at that. 3 beautiful engines all running. I'm not producing any emissions, though. It's all right. All right. Lone Star, what's up, man? Been gone 45 minutes, come back to a stick shaker, certified V1 Classic. You know what I need to bind, speaking of stick shakers? I need to bind the autopilot disconnect lock. I don't have that bound. I don't have anything bound, so you got me afraid to bind things now because I don't want to mess up the autopilot. But let's go ahead and get back to our approach planning here. Minor excitement. The VOR is for Category A and B aircraft only, so we can throw this out the window. We're going to do it anyway. This is Aerosucre after all. So this is a non-CDFA that probably has 10320, which is 600 feet AGL. We're going to ram that up. We'll throw our little altitude. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We'll do this here. Throw our rad alt meter up to 600. 600-foot rad-out alert height there for our non-legal approach. 2,900-meter visibility required. We should have that. Weather looks pretty good. Inbound to the VOR. So right now, we got to think about this. We're basically on the 197 inbound, which is pretty good. We wouldn't have to do a procedure turn. Well, we would have to join 241 outbound, max 130 knots in the turn. That's probably not going to happen considering... Oops. What happened there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't tell me we bugged our chart out. Come on. Come back. Oh, no. Houston? We have a problem. Oh, there she is. All right. Considering our landing perf... VREF 126. We'd be okay, actually. VAP 131. Look at that. 131. So 130 maximum. We'd be fine. I think we could do it. Flaps 40. 126 V approach. We'll probably be a little bit hotter here. We'll do this turn at flaps 30. 6 miles, crank it inbound for the 078 inbound there. Now, the reason we don't want to exceed 9.2 DME is because we've got a big mountain over here, 15,500 feet. Also, look at this, is interesting. Colombia and Ecuador borderline right here. Don't land at the wrong airport. El Rosal Mantilla can be mistaken for San Luis. Don't land at this airport, chat. Land at this one. Visual segment surface. VSS penetrated by trees. I don't know what that means. I've never seen that chart, that note before in a chart. That's awesome. All right, we're going to come straight over the VOR. We'll turn outbound on the 241 then, which is going to be a slight right turn. And let's think about our descent distance. It's probably coming up. Crossing over the VOR, the minimum altitude or mandatory 14,000 foot crosser. Well, that makes it easy. That's only 10,000 feet from here. 10,000 feet times 3 is 30. So 30 miles out, we would have to start our descent down at a 3-degree path, but because we're kind of amateurs at this, let's just go ahead and start a nice, easy descent at about 40 miles. What do you say? About 40 miles out, we'll start down. Now, that's going to be 40 miles from the field, or from the VOR, so let's 13.6. We are DME'd up the same. So we've got DME2, DME2. This all checks out. Right now, we're still SIVA INS nav, but you can actually see it's pretty much bang on. 60 miles. Well, this is waypoint 8, not waypoint 9. Probably a little bit closer, actually, for some slant range here. But all right, about another 20 miles. We're starting down. Should be exciting. Happy of descent angle not coinciding. Yeah, we'll be fine. Who else can hear prayers in Spanish? What is so much for flight deck here? As we get ready to start our descent down into San Luis, consulting with my first officer up here, it looks like we are not going to be strictly legal for this approach. So, for courtesy of your inconvenience today, the next round of drinks will be completely complimentary. We do appreciate your business. Thanks for choosing Air Supra, and we'll be on the ground here shortly in about 20-25 minutes. Hopefully that is on a runway. Thank you. Announcement not in Spanish. Submersion ruined. I know. I need to get some. I need to get my Spanish up. What's up, Mustafa? Good to see you, dude. Start G's first. All right. I will start G's first. I will start G's first, I believe. Remind me when we start our descent, which is probably going to be. Remind me when we're over the VOR to start G's in the replay. Mustafa, so far so good. I tried to do a dump fuel situation. Was unsuccessful in dumping said fuel, but we successfully We successfully killed all 3 engines momentarily, but we windmill started them back up. So, everything is fine other than that, considering. Still have the, still have the airspeed bug, but I just use the sound file replacement to get rid of that Mach overspeed test sound down there. But I guess Carson was here earlier and said there's a fix in the works already for that overspeed warning test. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Some people have that bug, some people don't. Dope Z, it's going to be soon, hopefully. Remind me, plus won't read chat. Andre, exactly. Trijet Simpile. Well, this stream ought to be right up your alley, man. Good to see you, dude. Thanks for the $5 super chat, man. Hope you enjoy this Trijet stream. 37 miles, chat. Here we go. All right, we're going to set... I know we're going down to 14. Yeah, let's just go ahead and set 14 thou. 14... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Go back. Go back. Go back. Nope. Nope. Uh-oh. Was that how it's supposed to be? Uh-oh, I just screwed our brake handle. We need to start trickling down. So, vertical speed, altitude arm, down we go. Sounds are coming up. Hopefully we didn't mess up our brakes. Increase, decrease. Was it like that? Chat, how was it before I clicked it? Mustafa, what am I supposed to do with this pneumatic brake handle? I feel like, of all times to accidentally click a pneumatic brake handle, this is probably not a good time to do that on the descent down to an airport at 10,000 feet. That doesn't take 17 seconds. Keep it on minimum. All right, you're not supposed to use the auto throttle in the descent phase. It's supposed to be cruise only, but we're sending it. This is what we will also do. We will also go waypoint change 09er. No, waypoint change 0. No, that is the field. Waypoint 8, right? We don't have a waypoint 9. Do we? I think waypoint 8 was our last one. Yeah, that is the field. So that checks out. 25-25. We're looking good. 3 minutes out. Let's disengage the auto throttle. I have the thrust levers. Let's come down here. Let's go IAS hold. Let's bring that power back. Ooh, I was a little late on that. Sorry. That's why the drinks were free. Let's go ahead and switch to conventional nav. That's going on. We're going to go nav loc. We're going to go VLOC here. Altitude hold is off. Mustafa, you can... Listen, you know this. You can disable it. There were a handful that had it, right? There were a handful that had it. The flight engineer is the traditional auto throttle. I don't have one. I've disengaged it, though, just for you. That's me coming back on the throttles. I need to know if that's a binding. Anybody know if that horn cutout is a binding in 2020? That would be a nice binding to have. Do our landing lights come on at 18K or 10K? Yes. There's 18,000 feet. Magic Barrel ref update will be at 17.5, I think, right?
Passing 17,500.
17.5 is set. 3021 is set. We only got 3,000 feet to go. We got 13 miles to the VOR. We're looking good. Once we hit the bottom of the VOR, we need to start slowing immediately. Let's go to our landing perf. We'll set our speed bugs now. So I'm going to resync everything here. Set EPRs and set speeds. Speeds and EPRs are set. One quick reference, it's 131 for the VAP. We are looking good, chat. San Luis traffic via Aerosucra 357. 10 miles north inbound for the VOR runway 8. San Luis traffic. Can anybody hear me? Am I going to fly the Citation X when it's released? Yes, Brady Thompson. I've been messing with the one on X-Plane, and it just, it's so close to being streamable, but I just can't get behind it because the PFDs on that are still X-Plane 9. So when we get a Citation 10 in Microsoft 24, dude, yeah, it's going to be juice. All right, we're leveling off here. We'll go ahead and acknowledge the cabin call. Speeds are coming back. We're 6 miles. Okay, 6 miles from the VOR. Let's go ahead and select heading mode. Also, heading binding would be really nice. So I'm going to go turn knob. Heading select is armed. Passing the VOR inbound. Gosh, there's so much looking around with this airplane. Is 241. That's what we got to hit. So we're close enough. We're 3 miles out, coming through 250 knots. Chat, it's time to start flight recorder. I can't see my screen. Do we have the to from flip yet? All right, flight recorder is ready. And G's is coming up. Tiller cam is coming up. Hide that. I need to do a couple things. Oh, I don't want to miss the turn. I don't want to miss the turn. All right, I think we're all set. There it is. Start the turn. San Luis traffic on Aerosuca 357 in the turn over the VOR for the VOR 8. Ooh, man, there's traffic right there in front of us. Let's slow all the way back. Speed brakes out. And we need to start dropping down to 11.9. We'll just call it 12 thou.
Yeah, you survived.
Recording is on. That's my throttles. I know. You really need like an autopilot pop-out panel here. There's our course. I'm trying to slow up as much as I can. 11.9. That's 6 miles inbound.
Then we set the gate 11, 7 miles. Final gear weight.
Seatbelt signs are coming on. We're going to leave the no smoking signs on. You guys are free to continue smoking. All right, 6 miles. Turn. Inbound 078. Monitoring that speed. See, this is where you got to have a freaking heading bug. I can't even look outside the window right now, man. So the gear. Alright, screw this. Let's just fly the freaking thing. I can't. I'm tired of looking at charts. Turn and burn, baby. Coming around, all the way around. We way overshot this by 1.5 miles. I don't know if this is going to work out.
Doesn't matter, go all right.
All right. Flaps 40. Set. There's the run. There's the traffic in front of us and the runway. Yeah, traffic on short final. You guys have off-road tires by chance?
Don't need off-road tires.
Okay, because I'm right on your tail. I'm about 6 mile final. I'm trying to fly right at ref here. Flaps 40. Can't believe we're still at 11,000 feet. Isn't that insane? don't remember what that final approach course inbound was. It's probably right about there. 079 or 071 maybe. Power, power, power. No, I didn't set 04, I guess. I ran out of time. I decided to aviate instead of drive it into the mountain like you did in our other Columbia stream. When you don't have these bindable, the course knob is bindable. The heading bug is not. It's like you just can't do it. You can't do it all at the same time. You run out of time. 1,000 feet, we're stable. We are hovering here on the flaps. Oh, brother. Recording is on, G's are on. San Luis traffic, Avianca 3, or Aerosuca 357, 2 mile final, runway 8. There's our minimum. It's in sight. Looking good. Have no fear, Chad. Barry Seals at the helm. I do like how quiet it is up front with the engines. It does make it quite challenging to have your power set. Okay, easy does it now. Ready for the slammer.
500.
Bring it back.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Chase. Spoilers. Brakes.
How's landing, bro?
Thanks for taking the dirt on the way back. Chee.
Way better than the Miami one, for sure.
Yeah, about 3 times better. Jeez. That thing drops like a rock, and it's fantastic. Alright, there's probably somebody on final. We'll extend the same courtesy. I don't see him right now, so I was gonna say we'll just taxi in the dirt. We'll do a little bit of both. Let's clean it up. I was gonna taxi back in the dirt, that way someone else wouldn't have to go around. It actually feels like I'm in the dirt. That's kind of cool. Until we see someone on short final, we'll use the runway here.
There's the grade 25 in the turn, up 5 mile final for 08.
Keep on coming. We'll be clear.
Roger.
All right, pick it up, chat. Gas it, gas it, gas it, gas it. We got to get off the runway for this guy. I just imagine the bearded aviator back there just clinging to his bourbon with like 3 different, just clinging onto it, both hands. Still got flaps one out there. Oh man, this is what I like about the 727 too, because it's just like you can use and abuse it. There's no FOQA, there's no recording devices. As long as you bring the airplane back to the ramp and it's not bent, I don't think anybody's going to raise an eyebrow. All right, here we go. Slow it down. We made it. Tenerife 2.0, right? Whew. Smoke them if you got them, chat. Aerosuka 357, we're clear, mate. What was our landing rate? I didn't remember seeing it. 134? Am I Avianca? No, I'm Aerosuka. I don't know what I am anymore. 134, 1.07 G. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see this other guy land right here. I'm very curious to watch that replay. Man, when I pulled that power back, It just came down. As it should. Ooh. What an airport, man. 10,000 foot field elevation. We got to check this out in 2024. All right, is that a little loud? That might be a little bit loud. Oh, we should take that gate right there. My goodness. All right, let's kill these lights. Boom, 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 boom. Turn off the strobes. Wing light logo will stay on. Now we can breathe. Why did I see 2.52 Gs? No, come on. 2.52 Gs? What? 2.52 degrees. And a right side slip. 2.52 degrees. 1.07 Gs. Not 2.5 Gs. Get out of here, Matty K. Trying to saboteur me. Bearded Aviator didn't spill a drop. There we go. Alright. I don't know where this guy was going. I guess we'll park it here. I missed the tire skidding in 2020. Vodka, what was your landing, Vodka?
1.16.
Ooh, amateur hour.
It was. Well, yeah.
All right, let's see. Is anybody else on final? I want to see this.
Back to 08.
Because we know we can shut it down, and on replay it actually fires it back up. So hold on.
For sure.
See, I feel like it should be at minimum that loud when you go to outside view. See the difference? How is it louder in the cockpit than when I go outside? You know, that's the only... Now, again, I said it on the first stream. I think maybe if you sell on the marketplace, isn't there something like you have to have strict requirements or something about the audio levels? Maybe that's what's causing it. I don't think anybody else is on final. Let's cool the AP real quick. I kind of want to shut them down from inside view. What? I just want to hear the shutdown sounds from inside. How's your default sound levels in the menu V1? I'll take a look at them right now. I haven't seen these in a while. Everything is up, though. It's just music and other aircraft. Everything's at 100%. So, and that's always been the same. As my headphone is off. Spatial sound is off. So what we'll do here, watch this. Let's see what the spool down sounds like.
Demo lead traffic career track 269, flying outbound on the 241 to the VOR 08 career track.
Crazy fast clear rate, all yours.
Not bad. I mean, could be better. There could be some improvement in the sound department, that's for sure. There could definitely be some improvement in the sound department. But still pretty sweet. Alright, there's one more guy in the turn, and then we'll watch the replay. Whew, that had me sweating. Let me see the final numbers one more time. 134, 107. We were 128 in the air, 141 ground speed, 13 knot quartering headwind. One bounce, it says. Interesting. We'll have to monitor the replay for a bounce. But, again, this is the takeoff studio. Aeropuerto San Luis. Love this little airport, man. I love all these little airports he's done in Colombia. He's got some fantastic ones. There's another one that's one of my other favorites. We flew there in a stream in the Avianca 72 freighter. Can't remember what the name of it was. But a lot of these airports, nice details, super well optimized for 2020. I mean, heck, I get better perf at these airports than I do some of the default ones in 2024. So, Mendiales, yes, that's the one. I'm pretty sure. It's kind of on a cliff. SKMZ, I'm pretty sure that's the one. Yeah, I really like SKMZ. That one's a whole lot of fun to fly into and out of. All right, here he comes. Last one. Then we'll watch our replay. I don't know. Is that like an F-18? Is that... Who's circling up there? I've seen that guy do a couple laps. All right, we got one more coming. Whew, we can breathe now. We can breathe now, chat. I cannot wait for this airplane to jump into 24. It's going to be next level fun. Next level fun. So, do we have any tunes for this guy? No, we don't. We need some, he's turning final right now. I wonder what he's in. Is this the FedEx? No, it's career track. James, it does have runway, it does have airport lighting. Does have airport lighting. There he is, turning final. Battlefield music type beat. I've been flying around Oklahoma in 24, man. The ground details, bumps, valleys, pop compared to 24 or 2020. Really noticed it. Final at Ardmore. Yeah, Seagull. That's what I'm saying, man. The amount of time I've spent in 24 already is like, I know that's not perfect, and I know it has its downfalls in some areas, but when I come back to 2020, it's just kind of like a sterile feeling, you know? I don't know. All right. He's got his gear down.
Traffic, career track 269, short final 08. Simile.
Oh, the music ended. That's gusting. He's getting blown around a little bit. Oh, he's getting a little wobbly. He's going to float it out. He's going to float it out. He's floating it out. Oh! 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 3 for the price of 1 in the touchdown zone. Is he going to stop? Yeah, he'll stop. He's in an Airbus. 3 for the price of 1? Not too shabby.
These was showing 1.26 and 350 on the feet per minute.
That's about what I had in Miami. All right, well, it looks like I win the landing change. It looks like I won the landing challenge. Let's go ahead and disconnect from my Aveo Premium. Let's go ahead and launch our replay. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll leave the camera right here. Let's leave the camera right here. I'll disconnect it. Beautiful. Dunzo. Let's go ahead and throw the replay up. Back in the airplane. Oh boy, let's close this up. Good night. Close you. Close you. Get you on. Get you going. Do that. Flaps, please. Flaps, flaps. More flaps are coming out. Spoilers are doing spoiler things. We need generator power. We need generator power. We don't have, do we have generator power? We don't. We have no engines. We have no engines. Ears are dead? Really? It's not even that loud for me. Thought there'd be a way to get quick start the engines here. EPU is running. Well, that's annoying. We had it work in replay in the last one. Hold on. I'll stop the replay right here real quick. Control E. There they go, they're spooling up now. Oh, I just shut off again. Nope, here they come. There, now we got power. Alright, now we got power. Now we got flaps, I think, maybe. There we go. All hail Control E. All right. It's because I wanted to see this landing. Got to wind the time back a little bit to when we landed. Maximize the yellow here. What on earth is beeping? That's frustrating. I don't know what's beeping there. Does this plane have panel states? It has cold and dark and on GPU states and APU. It has cold and dark, GPU, and APU states. Doesn't have like a runway takeoff state. I think your Miami was 1.4 Gs. I don't remember what it was, honestly. I said it at the end of the video. It was firm. It was like 1.3 something. It was 313 and 1.37, something like that. It might be a flap config with the gear. The gear's down now. All right. Put the pressurization alarm? Not the parking brake. Autopilot's off. Spoilers are stowed. I don't know. There she is. Let's run it forward. Meow. beautiful countryside up here. Gosh, this would look so beautiful in 2024. Look at that. Radar lock from the F-18. Look at the jack screw. Look at the screw right there. Is that modeled? Now that didn't seem right. Oh, what happened with the replay? What? Is that a replay bug? That wasn't even on the runway. Okay, there we go. That's working. We'll have to move the flaps and see if this actually turns. Look at the flap track fairings in there. That's pretty cool. Butter. I got robbed, Matty K. Where's XP? I got robbed. Oh yeah, I saved it. That was juice. That was nice. I had like a little pump flare in there, I think. Let's watch it. Watch it again. Let's see from outside. I love having the Blackbird control spoiler lever. Oh yeah, look at that. Come on, chat. That even said 106 right there on G's. That even said 106, chat. I don't see a bounce there, though. You're right, Infian. Let's see. Let's watch it up close at the wheels. Oh, a little bit. It's because the runway kind of ran away from us there. You know what? Let's watch that at half speed. Hold it, hold it. Kiss. Now kiss. Yeah, see, it just popped up a hair. Just popped up a hair. No, that was awesome, though. That was fun. What's so fun about this too is like using the proper speed brake lever when you have the controls from Blackbird. So when I was watching these 727 videos when I was sick, I didn't realize this, but I mean, I guess I did. I never thought of it though. They always manually deploy the speed brake, and it's speed brake first. So it's touchdown, speed brake, and it's fun just lifting up, ripping it back, and then getting the reversers into motion and getting the reverser open full. It's such a fun mechanical situation there. You know, there's so much more to it than just dropping it into reverse like on a 320. Oh, I mean, I'm happy with that. I definitely got redemption, I think, from our Miami, because Miami was not the juice. Miami was not the juice for sure. So, all right. Oh gosh, I don't like to listen to that. Oh gosh. There we go. All right, here you go. We'll do one more circle in there from the end. I'll let you guys watch this whole circle on the way. That's 94 hours. Right about there. There we go. Nice. All right. Blackbird controls still here. That's why I'm committed to making the most realistic controls on the market. Yes, sir, you are. And they are a whole lot of fun to use, man. Especially with the 727. Like, so much fun. The mechanics of it. The up-down, that notch thing that you design with the up-down locking thing is chef's kiss, dude. Absolutely love it. All right. I'm going to wrap it up here with that stream. One leg today, shorter stream. I guess it wasn't that short. 2.5 hours. So tomorrow we will be back live. I don't know when and I don't know in what, but it is scheduled Mayhem Day, so I got to be at the office for the fast internet. Saturday we might be doing a long haul of our own, thinking maybe Saint Martin to Tenerife, possibly, in the 747-200. So that should be fun. Until then, I'm going to sign it off. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you for all the support. Thank you, Blackbird. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you, AJ. Thank you all who donated. Dropped the membership bombs. Hit the like button for me on the way out. And shout out FSS 727 passenger version. 2 streams in a row, flawless, flew good, was a lot of fun, and I really, really enjoyed it. All right, until the next one, stay safe, stay healthy. I'm V1. Poop!